Everybody hates a micromanager.
Oh my God, yeah. Right. Hey, I mean, and you've had the experiences as well, right?
Absolutely.
Where we've all worked under micromanagers. And so now it creates a problem. Like that pain creates a real problem because as people step into management, they say, I'm never going to be like so-and-so who micromanage them. But what they do is they give up on management. So under the guise of saying, I don't want to micromanage my people, they stop managing their people. And so this becomes a real issue because what happens is the performance of their people and those processes that they run, it all starts to fail. And they have to actually step in at very detailed points to get things back. And it almost forces them to micromanage. So
then they don't feel good about managing.
Right. And then they accuse themselves. Like, I become what I didn't want to become. All of that starts to play out. And so the first thing people have to do is remember that they need to occupy their role as a manager. They need to take that on. They need to be communicating with their team. They need to be expressing expectations really clearly. And remember that their role is to manage, yes, those people, but also the processes and systems of the business in alignment with those people. Those three things to accomplish our outcomes. And the moment they actually step away and stop managing that, they're actually not doing their role and not doing anyone any favors. So the key is to then get really focused about what do you need to spend time with your team on, have those good, healthy conversations about what's working and what's not. Make sure it's evidence-based, but not under the guise of not wanting to be a micromanager, give up managing the critical systems of the organization.
I think what you said there was so important, the occupy the space of the manager, because it's like a continuum, right? You've got the micromanager, which is at one end, and then you've got the absent manager who's at the other end, and we're trying to find the sweet spot in between. So what would you say if you were going to give advice to managers, what would you say to them to get them to that sweet spot in the middle?
Yeah, I think first is helping them recover from their past experiences of a really bad micromanager is to realize this ain't that. Because what we want is that fully present, involved manager. Because the other thing is everyone has an example in their life of a really great manager that they worked for. And what we want to do is cultivate that experience again. So get them to step away from the fear of making the same mistakes that a micromanager made in the past and step fully into the rich expression of a meaningful, valuable manager who's making a real difference to the people around them.